Mr. Blue Jeans presents the history of rock and roll radio. In 1955, popular music is changing radically. The Moon, June, Spoon generation is giving way to a noisier, brazier rock and roll tribe. The Billboard message, keep pop alive in 55. 1955 is the year of Blackboard Jungle and the song from the film Bill Haley's Rock Around the Clock. One of the men helping shape the rock revolution was Jumping George Oxford, a mild-mannered white Southern family man who, when facing a radio microphone, turned into a dapper, jive-talking rhythm and blues disc jockey. KSAN in San Francisco. In 1955, Old Jumpin' was one of radio's professionals with 18 years of radio experience. He was heard on KSAN morning, afternoon, and night, 43 hours a week. Today, most rock jocks works only 3-hour shift, 6 days a week. This repeated exposure, coupled with a growing white rhythm and blues audience, made Jumping George Oxford one of the most effective radio personalities of the time. Jumping George Oxford's slogan for that year, Be Alive in 55. Here's Jumping George Oxford and the history of rock and roll radio, the year 1955.
Old Jumpin' George here on KSAN till 5 o'clock, trying once again to rock you and roll you to satisfy your soul, you hear?
Blow, 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 Jumpin'.
With every gospel rockin' beat, Ray Charles lays on the message to us all in the San Francisco Bay Area. Have a ball and be alive in 55 with his singing of I Got a Woman.
She's there to love me both day and night. Never grumbles or fusses, always treats me right. Never running in the streets and leaving me alone. She knows a woman's place is right there now in her home. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yeah. Say I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yeah. Oh, she's my baby. Don't you understand? Yeah, I'm a lover man. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yeah. Don't you know she's all right? Don't you know she's all right? She's all right, she's all right.
Get ready for the sensational Jumpin' George Rock and Roll Jubilee, opening next Monday at the Paramount Theater, San Francisco. You'll see in person the greatest rock and roll stars of the day. Gloria Mann, Hank Ballard, and Shirley and Lee, the Robins and Laverne Baker, the Eldorados, and the great Al Hibbler. I'll be emceeing 3 shows a day. For the first show, it's a matinee Monday, 2:30 at the Paramount Theater for 1 week. For the Jumpin' George Rock and Roll Jubilee, I'll see you there. Here's Hank now.
And I have a baby, can't wait no more. And I have a baby, can't wait no more. Every time we slide to work, she has to stop and walk the baby across the floor.
You got it, and I had a baby, Hank Ballard. You know, in teen jive talk, the phrases come and go. I've been hearing cool or coolant for the past couple of years. It might catch on. Then there's groove it in the groove. Now I'm hearing super. I asked some kids over at McClymonds High School the meaning of super, superior, supreme, a guy who eats a lot of soup. They said, no, Jumpin', it's just crazy, super. Well, whatever the case, here's one that's cool, crazy, in the groove, super. The Charms, Hearts of Stone.
Hearts made of stone will never break, 'cause the love you have for them, they just won't take. You can ask them, please, 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 please break, and all of your love is that taste. Yes, hearts of stone will cause pain, although you love them, they're stone just the same. You can ask them, please, 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 please break, and all of your love is that taste.
Hearts of Stone by the Charms on the Jumpin' George Show from KSAN. Well, that's the word on the Jumpin' George Show, and here is one that's a hit under any name.
Well, if I don't love you, baby,
grits and groceries, eggs and poultry, and Mona Lisa was a man. All around the world, I'd rather be a fly. I light on my baby and stay with her till I die. With a toothpick in my hand, I dig a 10-foot ditch and run through the jungle fighting lions with a switch. Of course, you know I love you, baby. Yes, you know I love you, baby.
Jumpin' George Public Service Time, bringing you the secret of how Ray Charles sings so good. If you got the beginning of our show, you heard Ray belt out, I Got a Woman.
I got a woman.
Right. The secret lies in the way Ray sings, oh yeah. He repeats it 7 different ways. So, you master these, and you too can sing them like Mr. Charles. Listen. Oh yeah, 7 times.
Oh yeah.
2.
Oh yeah.
This one is going to change the course of history.
Oh yeah.
See what I mean? 4.
Oh yeah.
5.
Oh yeah.
6.
Oh yeah.
7.
Oh yeah.
While you're practicing these, give an ear to Earth Angel by the Penguin.
Earth angel, wow, please be mine, my darling dear, love you all the time. I'm just a fool in love with you. I fell for you, and I knew the vision of your loveliness. I hope and pray that someday that I'll be the vision of your happiness. Earth angel, please be mine, my darling dear, love you all the time. I'm just a fool in love with you.
Earth Angel by the Penguins. And be sure and catch Louis Satchmo Armstrong in person on the John Hardy Show tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. This is Jumpin' George, reminding you you're listening to KSAN San Francisco.
Jumpin', bring it on home, Daddy.
The history of rock and roll radio, the year 1955, will continue with Jumpin' George Oxford of KSAN in San Francisco.
Yes, I'm the great pretender. Just laugh and gay like a clown. I seem to be what I'm not. You see, I'm wearing my heart like a crown, pretending that you're still around.
I'm Mr. Blue Jeans, and the history of rock and roll radio continues with Jumpin' George Oxford of KSAN in San Francisco, the year 1955. No anthology of music from the 50s would be complete without a song from the influential Chuck Berry, the major figure of rock, the only songwriter whose songs have been recorded by the big 3, Elvis Presley, the Beatles, and the Rolling Stones.
This is old Jumpin' George saying you can call it rhythm and blues or rock and roll, but here is one that's a hit under any name. Chuck Berry's Maybelline.
Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started doing the things you used to do. As I was motivating over the hill, saw Maybelline in a coupe de ville. A Cadillac rolling on an open road, nothing out to run my V8 4. Cadillac doing about 95, bumper to bumper rolling side to side. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started back doing the thing you used to do.
Maybelline, Chuck Berry, and what magic that man does with lyrics. You know, when we were playing the Hank Ballard number early in the show, I recall how we used to play his 60-Minute Man on the jukebox at the Jumpin' George Barbecue Pit at 7th and Campbell in Oakland back in '53. But for all you folks who used to come by for my Saturday night rib feast and remote broadcast, man, we had a ball those days. I give you, only you, by the Platters.
Only you can make all this world seem right. Only you can make the darkness bright. Only you and you alone can thrill me like you do, and to fill my heart with love for only you. Only you can make all this change in me. For it's true, you are my destiny. When you hold my hand, I understand the magic that you do. You're my dream come true, my one and only
Only you. That could be the biggest thing the Platters ever do. Oh, here's their letter. It says, Dear Jumpin' George, thanks again for the pack of recordings you sent me a couple of years ago, remember? Well, not exactly, Joe. He says, how about a repeat? They quit fighting here in Korea a long time ago. Yeah, that's a couple of years ago. Joe says, but I'm still here, so please play something by Fats Domino that expresses my feelings. Ain't that a shame? For Kathy DeLong from me. She's still my sweet baby, I think. Sincerely, Tech Sergeant Joe Simons, Army Engineers. Okay, Joe, wherever you are, for Kathy from you, and I'll include this one in my next packet to you. Fats Domino, and ain't that a shame?
You made me cry when you said goodbye. Ain't that a shame? My tears feel like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. You broke my heart when you said we'll part. Ain't that a shame? My tears feel like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame.
Jumpin', you make me want to jump and shout.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, a rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, a rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, a rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Play the glad right, come on, join me high. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes one. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock till broad daylight. Gonna rock around the clock tonight.
From KSA in San Francisco, this is old Jumpin' George, thanking you for listening and saying, you know I love everybody, especially you, baby. Bye.